I decided to make a little video about Ghetto Browser because I made it sound like it's the biggest piece of shit in the world in the forum, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's very simple. It's definitely lacking some features, but you know, it gets the job done. If you just want to study or something like that, this is probably a nice little browser to use. It's so super lightweight. I think I'm up to 18 megabytes or something like that for the whole browser. It doesn't really use any RAM. It loads pages pretty fast as long as the pages are simple. I don't have super fast internet. I'm using my phone as a hotspot. Oh, that reminds me, I need to plug it back in because my battery's about to die. So anyway, I'm using my phone as a hotspot. This is hotspot internet. So I don't know, let's say Romeo and Juliet. Bam. You know? Simple browser. I think part of the reason this is fast is because there's so many things it's just ignoring. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but on the last page it didn't even load a major portion. It didn't even load this whole section. I guess there's a big picture there, or maybe there's a video or something, but it didn't load it. Something goes here. Or maybe this is just screwed up and this is supposed to be over there, and all this should be travel. I don't know, but as you see, something's wrong. You know, and I know for a fact that, I mean, if I came here 100 times, maybe this image would decide not to load. But the text always loads. Always. I've never had a problem where the text didn't load, and that was the whole purpose of this browser. Is I want to go get some information. I don't want to wait for Firefox to do 9 million things in the background before it decides to give me the web page. I want to go to the web page now, today, this minute. You know, whatever I type, that's where I want to go. But you know, you can scroll with the scroll wheel. You can scroll with your arrow keys. If you hit the control button and left or right, it'll navigate through the history that way. I already went left once, so I'm going to go right once for the hell of it. If you click here, it's not going to highlight for you, but if you double click, it will. So there's that. You have to type the HTTP. I mean, I guess I could come up with a little regex if I wanted to or cared. That would take care of that, and as you can see, I even typed it wrong. But it's not important to me. I'm not trying to make the next Firefox or Ice Dragon or Safari, or I just want a simple browser when I want to do simple things. Let's see what happens. It might not even load any of them. I don't know, boats. Yeah, there you go. So I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I think it really depends on where the image is coming from, because I noticed a lot of times when it doesn't want to load images is when those images are not stored on the server that I'm at. Like if I went to Next Gen Quake right now, some of the images that are on Imager won't load, and I think that it's probably because they're not on my domain, because avatars load and those are on my domain. So I think that's generally the problem. If you wanted to go to, like, say YouTube, I don't know why I keep typing 2 H's. And I don't know why I can't type today. I've been typing a lot. I ain't gonna lie, my fingers are actually kind of sore. Shit, semicolon isn't going to get us any. It's just not going to do anything when you make those kind of mistakes. It literally just won't move. And something like YouTube is going to take a minute to load because there's a lot of JavaScript, and even once you get it to load, you're not going to get any of the videos to play. We could click and I mean, like right now it's just stuck. It's not going to do anything until the page is completely loaded. That's probably enough right there. A lot of times you can tell that a page is completely loaded because you didn't type this slash at the end, but this browser, the inner code is told that once the page is completely loaded to refresh this address bar with the location, and a lot of times that'll include this extra slash right there. So that's sort of an indication right there that the page is loaded. But it really doesn't matter on YouTube because no matter what we do, it's not gonna matter. It will not play this video. You see, it doesn't even try to load it. We could sit here all day long. It's not going to load it. I don't remember if it loads comments. Comments deal with Ajax requests, and this browser doesn't really care that much about JavaScript, so it might not even load the comments. I'm going to say it's not. Look at all the pictures it didn't bother to load. You know? So this is not that kind of a browser. This is not meant for YouTube. This is meant for Wikipedia and Google Groups and, I don't know, Craigslist or something. You know, text-based web pages, this little guy excels. It's fast, quick, gets the job done. Anything else? You're definitely going to need a real browser. This is not any kind of a solution. It's just never going to load it. I'm surprised that that even worked, honestly. So that's it. That's Ghetto Browser. It's not really as bad as I made it seem on that thread at Next Gen Quake, but it's definitely lowbrow. The end.